Hello Aqua friends, welcome to my channel. My name's Nicole and today we're going to do a banana still life. We're going to work wet on wet. Wet your banana really well with some clean water so that your paper is very damp. It should be shiny. And then I'm mixing some cadmium yellow light as my first coat. And the more orangey yellow that I'm using is the ISO Yellow Deep. Now to get a shadowy mixture, I'm using purple as a contrasting color and mixing that up for the shadowy parts. Coming in with this beautiful green gold by Daniel Smith. I love this color. It is perfect for this stem. And the shadowy mixture that I mixed up, I'm adding that to the stem along with some sepia. Coming in with some dark sepia for the top of the banana. Burnt sienna as well. So I'm blending out those colors into the banana from the stem. And I'm increasing the contrast and making the stalk of the banana really realistic. We're going to let our first layer dry completely. And then I'm re-wetting it with some clean water. Coming in with my cadmium yellow and the ISO yellow, look at how that color just pops. It's like sunshine yellow. So we have that beautiful vibrancy, and while it's wet, I want my shadows to be nice and soft. So I'm going to put those in and start to add in some of those blemishes with my very watery, shadowy mixture. So I'm going to build those up slowly. I'm getting the end of the banana with a little bit of sepia again. So my paper is drying and those spots aren't going to be spreading as much, which is a good thing because I just want them to be freckly, like the freckles on a ripe banana. If you guys are getting value out of this video, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out with the YouTube platform. I do post long form videos every week as well as some fun shorts for watercolor doodles. So I'm increasing my pigmentation on my freckles. And this part's kind of fun and relaxing. Now, if your freckles are too dark, which they are there, I'm just taking a piece of paper towel, and as soon as I dot on that strong color, I'm just using a piece of paper towel to lighten the color. This actually works pretty good. So I dried off my brush really well. As you can see, my bristles are spread apart, and I'm doing a little bit of dry brushing effects in some areas. So with a damp chisel brush, I'm lifting highlights, and this is going to make our banana more three-dimensional. A lot of the time, the way I like to paint is I do a lot of unpainting as well as painting. I do love the soft effect that lifting paint will give you. And like I said, it just makes the perfect highlights and it gives your object depth. So I'm going really dark with making myself some shadowy colors. Once your banana dries again, I'm coming in with a very strong shadow color. Okay, and I'm sort of floating that on top. So I'm floating it on and then I'm taking a fluffy brush and I'm just smoothing it out. Now for the shadow, I'm taking some clean water and I'm wetting underneath the banana where I want my shadow to be. So with my strong shadowy mixture, I'm adding that underneath my banana. Okay, and then you can soften it with a big flat brush. So adding the stem part of the shadow. And I decided to let that whole thing dry before I went in with the final strong color that's right under the banana. I didn't want to get any blooms and I didn't want to wreck what I had worked so hard to obtain here. So once your paper's completely dry, re-wet underneath the banana, and just where the banana touches the shadow, I am coming in with neutral tint mixed with sepia. So a very, very strong shadow color, and it, as you can tell, really makes our banana pop from the paper. It almost looks like it's a real banana. And without that contrast, it was an okay painting, but now it really catches your attention because you have that contrast. I'm doing some final little touches of the darkest darks on the stock, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I will see you guys next week.